Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this March to October here with the Seattle Mariners. We'll start off here in a game against the Texas Rangers as we lead 1-0. 6 outs left here in game, I believe 74 here in this March to October series. 1-1 count now as I've had to prioritize a few other things. I have the Colorado Rockies rebuild series going on, so I recommend you to check that one out as Luke Raley first out here in the inning as he catches that fly out to left. Now Jonah Heim up with one away here. Bryce Miller still on the mound, sporting a shutout here. Let's see if he can close this one out. First pitch there to Heim hangs over the outside part of the plate as Julio Rodriguez collects the out there in center. Two quick ones here. Bryce Miller staying strong. The Mariners enter this game 2.5 games back from Texas, with Houston leading right now in the early, I was going to say the early part of the season, but we're about halfway through now. That first pitch there to Taveras fouled off. Now we'll skip ahead in the at-bat here. A 1-2 count to Leody Taveras. And he's going to ground that to shortstop. Dylan Moore gets it, fires to first, and he just gets Taveras there. A bang-bang play from short. As we now head to the bottom of the 8th, Seattle up 1-0 with the top of the order coming up. Brock Burke will come on for the Rangers, the southpaw, sporting a 0.73 ERA, his 13th appearance of the season. Very strong numbers from him, although lefties are hitting almost 300 against him. Speaking of lefties, that'll bring up Josh Rojas in the leadoff spot, still batting over 300. First pitch here to Rojas, as that's hammered out to right field. Garcia giving chase there at the wall. And he snags the home run there against Josh Rojas. That one hung up there for a while. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. And what a tremendous play there by Adolis Garcia as he snags the home run. Wow. And Brock Burke, of course, he's pumped up after that play. And that preserves just a 1-run lead here for Texas as they trail. And then Dylan Moore, first pitch swinging there as he gets a perfect on that one. Hammers that to left field. He'll be on first now. That'll now bring up Luke Raley, who has been hitting very well so far towards the halfway point of this season. Looks at a first pitch ball. The 1-0 now to Raley. As he swings on that one and gives it a ride out to right, and Garcia makes the play. A lot of hard contact here. 1, 2, 3 for the Mariners to start this inning, although 2 of them go for outs. And now Julio Rodriguez up, batting under 240 so far. He's really looking to step it up here. 1 for 9 in the series as he looks at that first pitch strike. We'll skip ahead in the at-bat, 2-2 count as Rodriguez looks at that ball just outside. And that's a full count now. Runner will be in motion from first. And a good at-bat there as Rodriguez draws the walk. Now 2 men on for the Mariners. Now Mitch Haniger up 1 for 3 in this game. First pitch swinging as he sends that out to right center. As Taveras settles underneath and makes the play. The Mariners do threaten the Rangers here. Although Adolis Garcia snags a home run there from Josh Rojas. Let's see if Bryce Miller can finish out this complete game. We'll skip ahead a 1-2 count here to Evan Carter. And he gives that one a nice rip into right field as he gets a leadoff single here. The tying run on first for Texas. Very good speed on the bases. Now with that base hit to lead off the inning, Scott Survey will come out and he's going to go to the bullpen. Tremendous performance here. 8 scoreless innings from Bryce Miller, but just couldn't close out as he reached just under 100 pitches in this one. So here's Andres Munoz on to close it out. He's been very strong so far this season. Let's see if he can add on another one here in a very big spot against a division rival. And Seager, the first pitch he looks at, sends that the opposite way, and that's out of here. Andres Munoz is greeted by a 2-run homer as the Rangers take the lead here. No way that just happened. First two batters of the inning come around to score. And just like that, the Mariners now trail. And Seager, of course, one of the best pure hitters in the American League, delivers in a big spot. If the Mariners are going to compete this year, we got to be able to close these games out against these good teams. Obviously, Texas, defending World Series champs. Great swing on that one from Seager as he sent it into the seats the opposite way. And now Adolis Garcia, he made a huge play in the bottom of the eighth, snagging a Josh Rojas home run. And then he gives this one a ride out to center. Julio Rodriguez there on the tip of the track to make the play. We still have the bottom of the ninth to tie this one up or take the lead or win it, but a deflating feeling here as Andres Munoz suffers the blown save. That first pitch sinker for Marcus Semien in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. That sinker just misses, a 1-1. Swing and a miss on that inside fastball. Big chase there from Semien. Now 1-2 count. Just gets a piece of that slider. Not showing good discipline here from Marcus Semien. Swing and a miss on the fastball as Semien goes down swinging. Good rebound here from Munoz to get the fly out and then a strikeout. Now here's Nathaniel Lowe having a good season thus far. 0 for 3 in this one as he looks at a first pitch sinker in there for a strike. The 0-1. That slider gets in there as well. A quick 0-2 count here to Nathaniel Lowe. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Munoz. But the damage has been done. Corey Seager gives Texas the lead with a clutch 2-run bomb. We got to get something going here in the bottom of the ninth. On for the save is Jose Leclerc, 16 out of 19, a superb 1.64 ERA, and combined batting average probably around 150 between righties and lefties. A tough task here for Seattle as Jorge Polanco will lead us off. 12 home runs for him so far as we approach the halfway point of the season. Now 1-2 count here to Polanco. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and he was very late on that one. And now we'll bring on Cal Raleigh as a pinch hitter for Sebi Zavala, who got the start at catcher in this game. Cal Raleigh has one of those quirks where he excels as a pinch hitter, so we'll see if that comes true in this at-bat. Last episode, we actually had 2 home runs with pinch hitters in that episode. Let's see if we can do it again here. And that's fouled off, a 1-1 count here to Raleigh. Now a 2-2 count here for Raleigh. As a swing and a miss on the changeup. Ugly swing there, and Leclerc strikes out the first too many faces in this inning. Pulled his string on that changeup, and that was in a good spot. Dropped low and away. Ty France now with the last hope here for the Mariners. And I will just skip ahead. A 3-2 count here to Ty France. The Mariners down to their last strike. And so he'll get that out to right field. But Garcia settles underneath, makes the play. And the Mariners blow this one. Andres Munoz the blown save as Brock Burke gets the win. Andres Munoz now 0 for 3 on the season. And we get 4 snowflakes in this one. A brutal result. Like I said, these are the games we have to win if we're going to make the playoffs. After that key moment, we'll now sim ahead as we take the loss there against Cleveland. Back-to-back losses. Another loss there against Miami. And now we do have some trade offers here. Let's see what we got. Brandon Drury from Los Angeles. Sean Armstrong from Tampa Bay. And we already traded for a Tampa Bay reliever, so we're not going to take that one. Now Lamonte Wade Jr. from San Francisco. And we're not really interested in him, I don't think. Good numbers so far. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Would only be out there against righties. Definitely doesn't really provide much against lefties. But what about Brandon Drury? And I don't think we're traded with Los Angeles. They're like a division opponent, so I don't know about that one. We're just going to move on from that. And we dropped 2 in a row there against Miami, so not a good start to the episode so far. And now I think it will jump us into a game here. Win to avoid getting swept against Miami. And let's go over to the standings, see how they're doing so far. And as you'd expect, Miami, 10 games under 500. A much worse team than we are. Although we are now a game under 500. Rough showing here. We'll jump in at the top of the 7th. And we have to win to avoid getting swept. Bases loaded here for Julio Rodriguez. Our struggles with J-Rod so far in this series are well documented, though. So we're here at Lone Depot Park as we lead 2-1 against the Miami Marlins. We're third right now in the division, dropping 3 of our last 10 games. And we're losing ground here in the AL West. You hate to say must win at this point, but it kind of feels like that in this game. So here's Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 3, batting .228 right now. We have to get him going somehow. Now the 1-2, a slider misses away. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. Rodriguez couldn't catch up to that speed after 3 previous breaking balls. Miami gets out of a huge jam there as they'll come up to bat trailing by 1 as we head into the bottom of the 7th. Coming on to pitch for the bottom of the 7th for Seattle, Gabe Spire. He's been tremendous. A 26% strikeout rate, 1.19 ERA, 8 holds, and we'll need him to get another one here. Jesus Sanchez leading off, and he's not that good against lefties, so hopefully we can capture that here in this at-bat. The first pitch strike, 0-1 now. Another sinker there, as that's fouled off. A quick 0-2 count here for Sanchez. And he pops that out to left field. Taylor Trammell's there to make the play. 1 away now. Now up is Nick Gordon, 0 for 9 in the series. And hopefully we can avoid him from getting his first hit in this at-bat. First pitch misses inside. And the splits for Gordon actually hitting .350 against lefties. He drives that out to left field. Trammell again being tested as he gives chase and settles for that one. 2 away now in the 7th. And here's Christian Bethancourt, 0 for 7 in the series. Fouls off that first sinker. A quick 0-2 count here to Bethancourt as he fouls off that fastball. We'll do another 0-2 here. Swing and a miss on the changeup. And Gabe Spire makes quick work here of Miami. We now head to the top of the 8th. Seattle still up 2-1. Leading off is Mitch Garver. And look at that OPS, 1.186 so far. A quick 0-2 count here to Mitch Garver as he's swinging a miss on the slider. And a lot of strikeouts for Seattle in this game. Another quick 0-2 count here for JT. Is it Chargois? Chargois? Is it French? Nonetheless, very good performance here so far in his second inning of relief. Trammell barely stays alive as he fouls off the inside slider. Now the 1-2. And that gets in there. Good movement and velocity on that sinker. And the first 2 men are set down with strikeouts here. Now Jorge Polanco up for Seattle. 4 for 9 in the series. Now they count 1-2 in a 2-1 game to number 12. Let's see if Polanco can make something happen. And that sinker misses outside, 2-2 count. Now the 7th pitch upcoming in this at-bat, Polanco draws it full. And that sinker just misses inside. A good eye there by Polanco, so he'll take first base. Now to bring up Ty France. Been very solid so far this season. And now we'll skip ahead into Ty France at-bat. He draws this count full. Runner will be in motion with 2 away here. And they'll give him the walk there. He held up on the swing, but it looked like that slider was most definitely in the zone. But we will take that result. Now runners on first and second here. Back-to-back walks issued by the Miami relief pitcher. And we'll bring on Luke Raley as a pinch hitter here for Dylan Moore. Very good numbers here, and we actually did hit a pinch hit home run with him in the last episode. Let's see if we can do something here. First pitch in there for... Actually, so Dylan Moore took the first pitch of this at bat. So it is a 1-1 count now. A sinker misses low, now 2-1 count. And Rayleigh lines that to shortstop. Anderson can't field it. And that's going to go, I think, in E6. Unless they call... Yeah, an E6 there. Third error of the day for Miami. I'm not sorry, that's Nick Gordon. I thought it was Tim Anderson. And Miami's defense just not holding up in this one. So 2 walks, and then Luke Rayleigh reaches on a double on an error. Then I'll bring up Josh Rojas here, bases loaded. And Rojas first pitch swinging, gives that a ride out to deep center. Jazz Chisholm Jr. settles underneath, will make the play. And another bases loaded jam here. Miami gets out of it. Leading off now in the bottom of the 8th, Avisail Garcia. And Gabe Spire will stay out there with Jazz Chisholm on deck, the lefty. First pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 now to Garcia. Another sinker in there, good spot. A quick 0-2 count here. Another 0-2 after Garcia fouled one off. And swing and a miss. A nice low changeup there by Spire. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Starts this hitting the same way as he ended the 7th. 0-1 count here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fastball got in there for a strike. Swing and a miss on a slider away. And another quick 0-2 count here. Navigated by Gabe Spire. And he just misses clipping Chisholm on that one. A pitch fouled off there. Another 1-2 here to Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss as he chases that slider. And 3 straight strikeouts here for Gabe Spire. Or that might be 4 actually. And that's way out of the zone. A rough one there from Jazz. I mean, it happens though. If you play this show, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm sure you're guilty of chasing bad pitches like that as well. It happens. And a first pitch there to Brian De La Cruz. He lines that against the left field fence. He rounds first, heads for second. The relay in the second. And he beats that one, a double there for De La Cruz. And now the tying run on second for Miami. Good piece of hitting there. And that's how you draw it up. Really good swing there by De La Cruz. John Birdie is now on as a pinch runner. And of course his speed is well documented. Luis Arraez is now up. And I was going to go to the bullpen, but I think you just keep the lefty out there. Likely Gabe Spire's last batter. As he grounds out to third, Ty France recovers and makes the play. France moves over to third from first after Luke Rayleigh was inserted into the lineup as a pinch hitter, and luckily he was able to stay with it that time. Miami's still up 2-1 heading in the top of the 9th. And we'll actually just skip ahead to the bottom of the 9th here. Nothing doing in the top of the 9th for Seattle. And now Andres Munoz on for another save opportunity. We saw him blow that one in the last game against Texas. Hopefully he can get the job done here. Jake Berger, the cleanoff man, leading it off for Miami. And a first pitch, softly grounded up the middle, and that'll go for a base hit into center field. Tying run now on first, with 0 men out here. Not what you want to see from Andres Munoz to start this one. Josh Bell now up. Fouls off a sinker right down the middle, and he probably wants that one back. A triple in this game for Josh Bell. He doesn't get many of those. Now the 0-1. And that sinker gets in there. An 0-2 count here for Josh Bell. And that's going to skip away from Garver as Jake Berger will advance to second base. You didn't want that. Now the the double play ball, not even in effect. A wild pitch there from Munoz. And a swing and a miss. 102 mile per hour fastball right down the plate, and Josh Bell could not catch up to that one. Now 1 away here for Jesus Sanchez. And I think we just walk him here to induce the double play ball. And yeah, we'll just intentionally walk Jesus Sanchez with Nick Gordon coming up. Not much pop out of the bat of Nick Gordon. 0 for 10 in this series. Now would be the time, though, that he delivers with the game-winning run on first, right? First pitch here to Gordon. And that's called a strike. A favorable call there for Andres Munoz. Now the 0-1. Inside. 1-1 count now. That misses low. 2-1 to Nick Gordon. And that misses. A 3-1 count now. This call of intentionally walking perhaps backfiring here for Seattle. And that sinker held up in there in the zone. A full count here to Nick Gordon. And that misses low as Munoz loads the bases here. Game-winning run in scoring position now for Miami with Christian Bethancourt coming up to bat. Like Gordon, also hitless in this series so far. Goes to lay down the bunt. And that'll get home the game-tying run. Another blown save by Munoz. And perhaps poor managerial duties on my part by walking Jesus Sanchez. But we definitely didn't think that Nick Gordon would draw a walk there. 0-1 count here for Garcia. And that misses. They call that a ball. 1-1 now. That's popped up as J.P. Crawford will settle underneath. It's going to take extras here in Miami, and the Mariners are just not playing well. In this episode, in this game, it's been a rough going, and we need some extra inning heroics if we want to get this win and avoid the sweep. Mitch Garver up 0 for 4 with a strikeout so far in this game. Julio Rodriguez on second. Very good speed there. Tanner Scott still out there on the mound for Miami as he issues a first pitch ball. And Garver flies that out to right field. And that's not going to be a productive out. Avisail Garcia collects it as Julio Rodriguez is stranded there at second. 1 away now. And now we'll bring on Sam Haggerty as a pinch hitter here. Very good. Look at those numbers. Albeit in a limited sample size so far to start this season. A recent call-up that might have came last episode or 2 episodes ago, as he did start the year in AAA. A first pitch ball there from Tanner Scott. Now the 2-0. As Haggerty a base hit there into right field. And they're going to have to hold Julio at third. Garcia played that well, and he did fire a good throw there to home plate. A base hit there for Sam Haggerty. Now runners on the corners here. Jorge Polanco now up looking to deliver in a big spot. He fouls off that first pitch fastball. Now no 2 count here to Polanco. He falls down quickly. And he doesn't do anything with that slider. That was a pretty nasty pitch there by Tanner Scott. Now Ty France, our last hope here in the 10th, to try and get a run across. An 0-1 count to France. As he sends that out to right field, Garcia giving chase. And he'll settle under that one to make the play. The Mariners strand the go-ahead run at third. And now Miami a prime chance here to win this game in the bottom of the 10th. We'll bring out Colin Poche here. He's been very good since we traded for him against from Tampa Bay. And we'll see if he can hold this runner in scoring position here. Jazz Chisholm Jr. to lead it off. First pitch flied out there to left as Sam Haggerty collects it, and the runner will not advance. 1 away here. Now John Birdie up after he came on as a pinch runner recently in this game. A 1-1 count here to John Birdie. That goes in the dirt. Fielded by Garver to throw to third, and the runner's going to advance. Now the game-winning run on third after another crucial wild pitch here from a Mariners reliever. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2 count here. If you're Miami, I figure you just maybe bunt the game-winning run home here. And Birdie looks at a third pitch strike. Now 2 away here. Good rebound by Poche there after the wild pitch. And we got to get an out here. Luis Arias now up for Miami The lefty versus lefty matchup. First pitch misses high and inside. A 1-0 count. We'll skip ahead a 1-1 count here to Luis Arias. High fastball gets in there to 1-2. Fouls off a curveball away. And we'll do it again. Good eye there on the slider away. 2-2 count. In a 2-2 ball game. Sends that out to center. Julio Rodriguez giving chase. And he'll catch up to that one. A game-saving play there by Rodriguez. And it does not get settled here in the 10th. Andrew Nardi now on for Miami. Righty's hitting him extremely well so far. With Luke Raley now up. We'll skip ahead in this inning. Luke Raley goes down on strikes now. A 2-2 count here for Josh Rojas. He chops that foul. And we'll do it again. And that misses up. A full count here for Rojas. J.P. Crawford on deck. The 3-2. Swing and a miss by Rojas. And he would have been on first. Bad swing there, and I don't know what we're doing. J.P. Crawford now up 0 for 11 in the series. We're going to have to make some big lineup changes after this game. And Crawford sends that out to center field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. settles under, and he'll make the play. And we just cannot get a runner across here. Still tied. Miami looks to win it here in the bottom of the 11th. Now we'll bring on Matt Brash here to start the inning. Good numbers so far, although righty's hitting him extremely well. We're going to have to avoid that in this one. Jake Berger to lead it off. Looks at a first pitch strike. Now the 0-1. Grounds out to second. Polanco fires to first. And the game-winning run now on third base. And we are going to walk Josh Bell here. Just to try and get the double play ball in effect. Really our last hope. Unless Matt Brash can get a strikeout here. The 1-0. Goes for the bunt. He misses. They send the runner for the suicide squeeze. And Sanchez just missed the bunt altogether. So 2 outs now. The game-winning run on second, no longer on third. I did not expect that. 1-1 count. That gets in there. Now just one strike away from getting out of the inning. And Matt Brash gets him swinging. Some ugly offensive displays by both sides here. And we're heading to the 12th inning. Neither side can get that runner in scoring position home, even though there's no outs in the inning. Matt Brash, a good job as we head to the 12th. A 1-2 count here for Mitch Haniger. As he gives that a ride out to left center. Jazz Chisholm Jr. giving chase. He makes the play. They're going to send the runner from second. The throw into third. And he advances there. Good base running by J.P. Crawford. The go-ahead run now at third base. That'll bring up Julio Rodriguez looking to deliver in a big spot here. And now a 2-2 count here for Julio Rodriguez. And he looks at the circle change and goes down. You know, sometimes you're in the zone in the show, sometimes you're just not. And in this episode, I am just not feeling it, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch Garver is swinging a miss. First pitch changeup, now 0-1 count. Go ahead run on third. And now a quick 0-2 count for Mitch Garver. As that slider misses up and away. Now a 1-2 count for Mitch Garver. As that fastball misses inside. A 2-2 count now. And I don't know what we're doing. And now we're just going to skip ahead to the bottom of the 12th. Seattle's offense just not getting anything going at all. Josh Bell will lead it off. I'm sorry. Nick Gordon will lead it off here. Fouls off that first pitch fastball. 0-1 count now. Another fastball gets in there from Brash. A quick 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider. And Gordon was thinking fastball all the way there, way out in front. As he goes down swinging. Now Christian Bethancourt up, still hitless in this series. Fastball gets in there on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 count. Grounds that to short. J.P. Crawford makes the play, fires to first. And 2 away here. The runner fails to advance again. And I think this might go to the 13th inning. Avisail Garcia looking to end it here. 2 away in the inning. And he chops that over to right field. And we'll go to the 13th now. Now Miami brings on another left-handed reliever. All lefties so far we faced in this game. Ryan Weathers now on. Very good numbers from him. Sam Haggerty will lead us off after reaching on a single in a pinch hit appearance earlier. 0-1 count now to Haggerty. Grounds that up the middle. And that goes for a base hit. And they got to hold the runner at third. Just no speed out there. And we couldn't risk that one. So Sam Haggerty comes off the bench now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. I think he might have been the last player we got a hit with too. Now 2-2 count here for Polanco. Runners on the corners. And they're going to call a strike 3 there. Polanco goes down looking. And you got to protect there, especially with the way our hitting has been in this game. Take another look at this one. And, I mean, that definitely was inside, but you got to protect. Now, Luis Urias on for his first at-bat in this game. Sends that out to center as Chisholm gets there, but it's not deep enough to score the run, unfortunately. Runner now stranded at third after the leadoff single. Luke Raley now up with 2 away here. And he grounds that to first. A good play by Bell. And again, we can't plate the run. What an embarrassing offensive showing so far for the Mariners in this game. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. on to lead us off here. Winning run on second base. Matt Brash still out there. And Jazz Chisholm gives a good hit on that one. But Luke Raley there to field it at first. 1 away now. John Birdie now up 0 for 1 after coming on as a pinch runner earlier. Fouls off the first pitch. Now the 0-1. That gets in there. Strike 2. 0-2 count here. Swing and a miss on the high cheese. And 2 quick outs here for Matt Brash. He's been phenomenal out of the pen in this one. That'll bring up Luis Urias 0 for 4 with a chance to end it here. Fouls off the first pitch. A quick 0-1 count. Fouls off another. He's now down 0-2 here. Fastball misses high. The 1-2. Gives that around to center. Rodriguez giving chase. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the winning run will score for Miami. I don't know how Rodriguez didn't catch up to that one. Lets it drop out in front. And Luis Urias delivers with the walk-off single. And the Mariners blow a game they should have easily won, I feel. As I said, a pitiful, embarrassing offensive showing. And I kind of said it earlier as well. Sometimes you're clicking when it comes to the show. Sometimes you're just not. And in this episode, we have just not been clicking. Since Adolis Garcia robbed our home run in that last game, our hitting psyche has been off. Failed to finish strong. Another 4 snowflakes here from Seattle. And it is not looking good for our Mariners. We're now 2 games under 500 as we're over the halfway point of the season. Key moment failed here when to avoid getting swept. And we blow another one. We're almost at a full-on snowflake in this episode. We get swept there by Miami. Lose back-to-back there. We get swept by Tampa. And now we just can't win a game. A key moment here. And we need to put an end to the losing streak. It'll kick us into a tie game. Top of the 8th. And now Seattle, 39-44, 5 games under 500, 6.5 out of the wild card. Now we'll take over here in Seattle, tied 1-1 against the AL Central leading Minnesota Twins. Edouard Julien will kick us off here, batting .300 with a solo home run in this game, the only source of run production for the Twins. First pitch here from Bryce Miller. That's hit out to center field. Julio Rodriguez there to make the play. And last game we saw Bryce Miller was on the mound as well. Oh no, maybe that was 2 games ago when we blew that game against Texas. But Bryce Miller, only 1 run allowed here deep into this game. Another good performance from him. As we'll check on the runner there, Willie Castro at first. Royce Lewis now on to hit for Minnesota, 2 for 3 in this game. And he hammers that out to left center. Still up there, Julio Rodriguez at the wall, and that's out of here. A 2-run home run for Royce Lewis, and things are just not going our way in this episode. Huge hit there from Lewis, gives Minnesota the late lead, and maybe we should have went to the bullpen before that. Still, you don't think of that. Miller's mowing him down. But that home run's going to cost Miller as Castro and Lewis come around to score. Minnesota takes the late lead. After that home run from Miller, we'll go back to the bullpen. And we're going to bring in Gregory Santos here. We haven't seen much of him so far in this series. Lefties hitting him incredibly well. Otherwise, he's been somewhat decent. Byron Buxton on 1 out away here in the top of the 8th. Quick chop there to first, fielded by France for a quick out here. Santos in relief. Carlos Correa now up, batting over .300. Just mashing here for Minnesota. And it seems like most players in this roster are right now. Pops that one up to right field. Mitch Haniger giving chase. He'll settle underneath and make the catch. Minnesota jumps up 3-1 here after a 2-run bomb from Royce Lewis. Ty France will lead us off here. Joe Ryan still on the mound. 81 pitches through 7 innings of work. The 1-0 to France. As he grounds out to third base. Fielded by Royce Lewis over there. And France grounds out to start the inning. Now Luis Urias on. Measly offensive production so far, although he does have a good glove over there at the hot corner. And Luis Urias takes that for a ride. Just bashing his offensive production. And he puts that one up into the upper deck over there at Edgar's. The Mariners cut this one in half. Now trail 3-2 after a 422-foot bomb there from Luis Urias. Hopefully that gets something going here. And we can tie it up. Did not expect that there from the number 9 hitter. But exactly what we needed. Urias just pulled that to left. And that was a no-doubter off the bat. Joe Ryan likely to get pulled now after that one. The Mariners strike here now just within 1 run. And they will keep Joe Ryan out there here against Josh Rojas. Rojas looks at a first pitch strike. The 0-1. As that just gets in there on the lower outside corner. And a quick 0-2 count here to Rojas. As that slider gets inside, almost clips Rojas. 1-2 here, JR versus JR. And Rojas looks at that fastball low. Evened up here at 2. And a foul ball there by Rojas on the splitter. Very early. That was a meatball right down the plate. And he puts that one the other way into left. As the left fielder catches up to that one and makes the play. 2 away now here in the bottom of the 8th. J.P. Crawford now up to bat. The number 2 hitter here in this game. First pitch swing and a miss on the fastball away. 0-1 now. Crawford then fouls off a fastball. A quick 0-2 count. As that splitter misses away and low. Now it's 1-2. Grounded up the middle. And that gets right past Joe Ryan. As Crawford reaches with a single. With 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Minnesota will now go to the bullpen. A tremendous performance here from Joe Ryan. tying run at first base as he exits after 7 2/3 of strong pitching from the Minnesota ace. Now in is a southpaw, Caleb Thibar, very good in for 17 games, his 18th appearance. Although another weird one, lefties hitting the lefty extremely well. And with that in mind, we will keep Luke Raley out there in this matchup. And now Raley looks at 3 fastballs out of the zone, a quick 3-0 count here to the number 3 hitter. Looks at that fastball right down the middle, taking all the way, now 3-1. And that fastball misses. Luke Raley draws a walk. Now the tying run in scoring position here for Julio Rodriguez. Batting .216, OPS under 650. An abysmal start to the season for our supposedly superstar. A swing on a miss on that curveball as that tucked down into the dirt. Good pitch there by Thielbar. And Rodriguez fouls off the fastball there in the zone. A quick 0-2 count now. A fastball misses up and away, now 1-2. As Rodriguez called out on strikes, looking at that inside fastball, and that was right on the edge. You got to protect there, but not only do our struggles with Julio Rodriguez continue, but his struggles overall in the season continue, as he has been super disappointing so far. Minnesota gets one back, but trail 3-2 heading into the 9th. And we'll try out Gabe Spire here. Very, very good. ERA just barely over 1. And he's not allowing many hits either. A strikeout rate over 25%. We saw him in the last game against Miami. He did tremendous work here set to face a pair of left-handed hitters in this inning. First pitch sinker, chopped foul by Matt Wallner. Now the 0-1. Round to third, Urias with it. He fires to first for the first out of the inning. Quick work there by Matt Wallner. Now Alex Kirilloff up 0-for-1 with a pair of walks. That's fouled off. And they'll bring up an 0-1. Sinker misses low and away. Low and inside. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. A 1-2 count now to Kirilloff. Waste pitch there on the slider. That'll even it up here at 2-2. Tempted on the changeup, as that now draws the count full. Sails that fastball out to left field. Luke Raley sendles underneath and collects it for the second out of the inning. 2 away now as Christian Vasquez comes up to bat, the Minnesota catcher. First pitch sinker misses down 1-0. And he pops that slider inside to second. And an easy play there for Rojas. Quick work there. 1-2-3 inning for Gabe Spire. As Mitch Haniger, Jorge Polanco, and Cal Raleigh set to bat in the bottom of the 9th as Seattle trails 1. Griffin Jack's on for the close. 6 for 8. And I don't know if Johan Duran is injured or what. But Jack's still very good. A 1.24 ERA. Strikeout rate near 25%, and not allowing many hits. Mitch Haniger will lead us off as Seattle looks to rally here. Nice slurve there. Mitch Haniger thinking fastball, some good late deception on that breaking pitch. And then Haniger fouls off that changeup. A quick 0-2 count here to the Seattle veteran. And that slurve, that was in the zone. Haniger gets a friendly call there, a 1-2 count now. That's fouled off as he breaks the bat. And we'll do the 1-2 again. And they're going to say he went on that slurve? There's no way he went on that. And this slurve from Griffin Jack's doing some damage. That was well off the plate. Anyway, now Jorge Polanco up 1 away here. And he rips that one to second. Fielded by Julien. Polanco grounds out to his former, really the position he used to play. Second base there for Minnesota. And now Seattle down to their last out here. Cal Raleigh already a solo home run in this game. 2 pitches swung on and missed for Raleigh. A quick 0-2 count here down to their last strike as that slurve misses. A 1-2 count now to Cal Raleigh. That misses up. Now 2-2 in this 3-2 ball game. Seattle down to their last strike again on this one. And a swing and a miss. Cal Raleigh goes down on strikes. And Seattle drops another one here. It's not looking good for the Mariners. Now 6 games under 500. And the snowflakes are just racking up. We're having record snowfall here in this episode in Seattle. Royce Lewis, that 2-run bomb, propels Minnesota in this one. And Seattle just on a terrible skid right now. We have to get back in the win column. Key moment, put an end to losing streak, failed. And add 3 more there. Not looking good. I think that's 7 losses in a row, make it 8. And we're just 1 week away now from the MLB Draft. Although I'm not going to really bore you with any scouting right now. So after that scouting session, we'll keep it going. We get swept by Minnesota. Lose that first run. Lose the second one against Baltimore. And now we'll get a few more trade offers here. Oh my goodness. This has just been an absolute nightmare. All relief pitchers here. Maybe they're trying to hint at something. And I think maybe we will make a move here. Chris Martin, tremendous numbers there as Boston's closer. But they want us to give up Ryan Bliss, a B potential shortstop. And we're not going to do that. Now over to Scott Barlow from Cleveland. And I don't really want to give up Dylan Moore either. A nice utility man. And we'll just hold off on that for now. Another one from here from Boston. Liam Hendricks. And we're not going to accept any of these right now. So I think we're on maybe a 10-game losing streak at this point. Suffering 3 straight sweeps. And we're now 10 games under 500. And we're officially in danger here. I've never seen that in a March to October series. So we now sit at 39-49 as we're 90 games through the season as we approach the MLB Draft and the trade deadline. We'll look through some stats to end it, but look at all these snowflakes from our hitters. Oh my goodness. We have just fallen apart here in this episode, and I wish we could look at our overall calendar and see our games, but it doesn't let us do that. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. I'm sorry at our results in this episode. It's not looking bright for us, and we might not even be close to a playoff spot. We have a lot of ground to make up in the next episode. We're going to make some trades, most likely with the trade deadline looming, and of course do the MLB Draft as well, so stay tuned for that. As I've been reciprocating here, just terrible results here, and I do not feel good about it. So hopefully we can come back next episode stronger and kind of get back on track and work our way towards a hopeful playoff berth. It's not looking good right now. We need a strong second half of the season if we're going to pull that off. But as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for keeping up with the Seattle Mariners March to October. And I highly recommend you check out my Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise on the channel. As always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.